Damsel in distress is a term that's been used quite a lot in the acting and film industry. If I spoke to someone about women's representation in film, a lot of people tell me, "What are you talking about? There are tons of actresses I know." And yes, although they're right, I'd like to argue that it's not as black and white as it may seem. Now, how many of you have heard of something called the Bechdel test? Raise your hand. Only a few of you. But for those who don't know, the Bechdel test is a test that can be done on any film. It has 3 requirements. Firstly, it needs to have 2 women. Secondly, they need to have a conversation about absolutely anything other than a man. And thirdly, it only needs to be a minute long. You would expect tons of films to pass this test, but the Lord of the Rings trilogy doesn't pass, Avatar doesn't pass, and even kids' films like Ratatouille don't pass. This is important because women need to be able to see themselves in film and relate to the characters. Can you imagine a girl flicking through TV series, trying to find a couple of female comedians? And although it's rare, she can find them sometimes, but the majority of the time, there's barely any. But that's not to say that things aren't getting better. For starters, there are great new directors like Greta Gerwig, and big franchises such as Marvel have released WandaVision and Black Widow, which not only have great female representation, but representation with ethnic minorities. So what can we do to make this even better? We can raise awareness. Next time you watch a film, take a look at the cast. Are there 2 women in it? And if there aren't, ask yourself, why not? Could there have been? And maybe look up if it does pass the Bechdel test. And together, we can all watch, learn, and appreciate.